Hello, hello. Okay. I've been thinking a lot about the words and phrases that we repeatedly use without really questioning their meaning. There are a lot, but in today's video, I want to talk about the word care, and specifically the phrase take care. It is something my family has chosen not to use, and I'll explain why. Of course, people use this word and this phrase out of kindness. It's usually like a way to say goodbye, take care, or a word of caution for safety, be careful, or care for each other. But when you look into the word itself, the etymology, the origins of it, it actually means grief, lament, sorrow. So when you're saying to someone, take care, you are actually telling them to take sorrow, take tension, take grief, carry lament. And it is something my father-in-law brought to my attention over the past few years. And it's crazy because it's so common, it's so prevalent in our culture. You're at the checkout stand at the grocery store, you say, okay, bye, have a good day, and then the other person says, take care. Or like you're on the phone with your insurance company and the sign off is always, take care. And it makes you wonder, where did we get that from and why do we say that? My father-in-law, you'll always hear him saying, don't care for your brother, don't care for your mom, don't care for your child. Love your child, love your brother, love your mom, love your friend, but don't care. Because care, there's a verse in the Bible that says the cares of the world choke the seed and it becomes unfruitful. So this is so important as we raise our children, because it's such a simple shift to be able to change. You're not changing, your language in one day. It happens over time and it happens word by word. And this word it was a good place to start thinking about how we are feeding the tone of our home, because words are not only descriptive, they are creative. In Philippians, it says, be careful for nothing. When people are saying, be careful, or you got to be careful when you say this, or be careful, the rebuttal that my father-in-law always says is, be careful for nothing. That is a command. Be careful for nothing. There's also, in Matthew, it says, have no care for tomorrow will take care for itself. So somewhere along the way, we were misled into thinking that care is something that we need in our day-to-day, when in actuality, it is love. Love is our assignment. Love is our command. So instead of caring, how can we incorporate more love? So for the sake of this video, the takeaway would be, consider how many phrases we repeat without really knowing what we mean. And for something like care, take care, something my family does is instead of saying take care, which means carry grief, we say take love, which feels way cooler and kind of groovier. Like, take love, man. Which is nice. You can say, instead of be careful, it will depend on the context, but like if you're talking to your kid and they're doing something physical that has a little bit of risk to it, instead of saying be careful, you can say be aware, or you can say be mindful, or even I've heard some parents say trust your body. These are way more specific and put you in a different state of mind, because when you just say be careful, there's so many things to look out for. There are so many things to care for, to have tension about. So how can we be more specific about what we really mean? So what are some phrases that come to mind, or some words that come to mind that we use, or maybe you use in your family, in the home, that might need a reevaluation? Before I sign off with my usual sign off, I'll explain, or I'll show you why I say be well at the end of my videos, is because I want to, it's a replacement, it's a power flip, as we call it in our family. I want to replace take care with something that I actually mean, and something that I actually wish for you and intend for your life, which is always to be well. So it's a practice for sure. It feels kind of funny when you start doing it. You're more than welcome to use that if you like. Anytime someone tells you to take care, silently reject it in your mind. You won't be taking care, and reply with be well, or some version of that. And until next time, be well today.